I've been thinking about doing this for a couple years now. These one, two, three, four, these 5 blueberries here, all the ones along this top edge, and these came from like Walmart Garden Center. And they don't produce that well. Even, you know, some years they produce a lot, but they're always really small blueberries. These are just not doing very good at all this year. But then you take the other blueberries right next to them, they always look like they're about scraggly blueberries. And they always produce these really big blueberries. And they're always loaded. But the ones from Walmart don't do very good. Now this one right here next to this one is the same as that one. So these two are the same. And then those 2, 4, 5 are the same. And I'm honestly, here's a better example of the Walmart ones. Look at how small them are. Can you see that? I know it's probably not coming in, and I got a whole lot of light shining on me. But the ones from Walmart, I mean, they'll get a few big ones on there, but they're mostly just little tiny small ones. And I have tried to like remove some of the blooms to get it to put more into growing bigger berries, and that's kind of hit or miss. So I think I'm gonna, maybe not this year, maybe next year, I think I'm gonna get rid of these ones from Walmart. I've had them literally, they were the second thing that I ever did here. The first was the pawpaw trees, and the second thing was blueberries. My 2 favorite things at the time. But yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of the Walmart ones and switch all of them over to these. Now, I might maybe have to leave one of the Walmart ones. These bloom at the same time. Even though they're different varieties, they're an early blueberry crop. So I might leave one of the ones from Walmart in order to help cross-pollinate these other ones. But I think I'm going to go to primarily these ones because they're just consistently, every year they produce a larger berry. And I have to actually go in and look up to see what these are because I don't even remember off the top of my head. I've got the varieties of both in the house. I just can't remember right now. It's what chemo does to you, makes you forget things. Makes you remember stupid stuff like what color socks you had on in 5th grade. But you can't remember important stuff like what are these varieties of blueberries. So that's what I kind of think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to eventually, I'm just going to take starts off these other, there's technically, so there's supposed to be another bed right there. And I don't remember what, I think I ended up using it for this instead, which is a fig tree that I didn't get fertilized over winter and it got killed back to the ground, but it'll recover. So anyways, there's supposed to be a 3rd bed right there. And since I didn't have one on hand and I needed to get these berries in the ground, there's actually 2 blueberries in this one bed. But I can take starts off of these after the growing season's over. Or probably wait and do it next spring. So it kind of almost sounds like I need to prepare and plan on how I'm going to do this to have the most success. But I'll take starts from these 3 plants and end up replacing all these other ones. I think that's what I'm going to do. I've been thinking about it for a couple years now. I keep thinking, well, you know, if these other ones would straighten out. You know, that's part of the reason why I cut them back so heavy last year was I was thinking, well, maybe I just haven't been taking care of them. So I did a heavy pruning on these, and they're just still not doing anything. I mean, they always have a lot of blooms, but they're just like even smaller than pea-sized blueberries. I'll see if I can find like, you know, consistently small berries, and every now and then you'll get a big one. But for the most part, we'll come out here and look at these in a couple of weeks, and I'll show you. It'll be really clear then. And then this blueberry down here, this last one hardly ever produces anything compared to the others. I mean, there's some blueberries over there. But I mean, like compared to these, it just, wow. There's something I wasn't expecting to see out here. Big old snake shed. Relatively fresh too. You see it down there? The way that this sun's shining, I don't know if, oh, there it is right there. In the center of the screen, big old snake shed. Probably a black rat snake. Probably that one I helped last year. He's probably still out here eating mice. Anyways, here's another update too on the strawberries. I didn't get them all planted. This over here is the June bearing. This is the ever bearing. At least one of the ever bearing looks like it's probably not going to make it. I think the other ones, we've had so much rain. You have no idea how much rain we've had. I got these beds set, and I think it's rained every day since. Inches of rain in the last 2 weeks. Look, I never even got the chance to. I did one harvest on my asparagus, and never got a chance to do any more because it's just been so wet. Haven't gotten any more beds set. I got 8, 9, 10. I got 10 more beds to get set, and it's already the, what, May 6th? I didn't get a spring garden put out. I'm probably not going to get a summer out if it don't stop raining. The ground, actually, that's the whole reason why I come out here, was to look at the ground to see how wet it was. It hasn't rained for 2 days now. You can kind of see a little bit over there that's dry, but this is pretty wet. I do kind of like when it rains and I can come out and get these bigger rocks out. Just toss them out of the garden. But I was working and put another bed in there when it started raining, and I literally just shut the tiller off, left everything where it was at, because I didn't know it was going to rain for friggin' 2 weeks. Probably been about 2 weeks since I've been out here. I got one more thing. I always do multiple rhubarb recipes, and I come out to look. I think I'm going to do some rhubarb butter, probably today or tomorrow. A pretty easy recipe. All it takes is rhubarb and an apple and some sugar, and you got rhubarb butter. I think I'm going to make, I don't know, maybe 12 pints of it or so. Depends on how much rhubarb I end up with. It got hot there for like a week, and then we got all that rain and the temperatures cooled down, so that kind of like revived the rhubarb back into growing. Not trying to bolt and go to seed. And I don't want it to go to waste, so I'll just make rhubarb butter out of it. I've already made strawberry rhubarb jam this year. And anyways, that's just a quick update. Things going on. I got to run in and get chicken feed today because I literally put the last of what I had in the chicken coop. And so I got to go get some chicken feed. Then for the next 3 days after today, I got to work, and then I get a few days off. So they're actually calling for rain for the next 10 days in the forecast. That's why I said if this rain don't let up, I'm not going to get a garden done at all. Because matter of fact, the beds are right here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 beds sitting right there I still got to install. Fun, fun, fun.